Started. Thanks everybody for coming out in the weather. We're still waiting on Matt. I know he's coming, but we'll get started anyway. First off in the work session is our budget modifications. Everybody get a chance to look at them? All right. Any questions on any of that? It's getting to the end of the year. She's moving money around here and there, so. All right. Next is we're gonna open and add funds to a town park capital reserve fund. Now, this is for anything that we do new at the park, like buildings and stuff like that. So, like if we wanted to redo a roof or siding or something like that, we're going to have a special fund just for this. And it also, helps us earmark some of the funds that we have in our fund balance. So, anybody have any questions on that?
Just so I understand the resolutions, so the capital reserve funds require permissive referendum, but the repair funds won't. Is that correct?
Well, for capital reserve funds, if it's a general type of improvement like town parks generally, it does not require permissive referendum to establish the fund. But whenever you want to expend money for a particular project, that requires a permissive referendum.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Repair reserve fund doesn't require permissive referendum at all, but before you expend money, you have to hold a public hearing.
So we can hold, so this is gonna sound crazy. I'm just thinking right now in the general fund, if something happens, we could immediately vote somehow to fix the roof of the park building that blew off. Right?
As long as it didn't require.
In a permissive referendum, you'd have to wait 30 days and that would be silly. We need to do that right away. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. So the repair reserve fund, we could schedule a public hearing quickly and get the thing fixed, or would it be better to keep it in the general fund so these fixes can be done right away? Does that make sense?
I know what you're saying. The way to handle that, if you're in a big rush, and if a permissive referendum would be required to transfer from the capital reserve fund, just use money from the general fund, and then you can replenish that amount from the capital reserve fund after you have the 30-day period on the permissive referendum.
So nothing will hold us up in like an emergency repair.
Correct.
No matter how we do it.
Correct.
Okay, that's all I need.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So really, the rest of them are all pretty much the same. We're going to do the same thing for the town hall, have a capital reserve fund and a repair reserve fund, kind of the same thing as the park. Like I said, just to really earmark some of that money that we have in a fund balance. Like I said, the state doesn't want us to have all that money in the general account. So, and then the last one is to add funds to the highway vehicle equipment reserve fund. Which, trucks are important. We're trying to keep up on everything, and we'd be moving over 500,000 for that, so when highway needs to get new trucks or stuff like that, we're kind of prepared. So anybody have any questions on that? No, everybody's good. All right. Well, that's the only stuff we have in a work session. So we're going to start our business meeting with pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. First off, public comment, 3 minutes in each individual, 30-minute max for anything that was on the work session. Anybody had any questions or anything about the stuff we're doing with the money? No? Brittany, do you have anybody online?
I don't.
Okay. So we'll move right along to highway superintendent. He's, I'm sure, out plowing snow somewhere.
That wasn't supposed to happen at 2 o'clock this afternoon, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's how winter works. Which brings me to my first point. We have had our first few winter events here in Mamakating. During the winter months, we strive to provide prompt and efficient snow and ice control to the community. But I do want to remind everybody that conditions can, do, and will change very quickly, and always drive with due regard. I drive these roads during these storms, whether they're big blizzards or small little piddly storms. And a good portion of motorists drive like it's still 70 and sunny. And it's just, it's scary. But so the word of caution is just drive like, you've got a carton of eggs on top of your car that you forgot about, and that you've got to get home to Thanksgiving dinner. And let's try to make it safe out there like that. We're still working with Tree Innovations. We got a couple more days with them. When they're not working with us, we're still going around taking care of trees and ditches. And then the last thing I want to report, Mike, I don't know if you were going to touch on this today. We did have a bit of an issue with Marabito. They have our LP or our propane contract for 2 years. I think there was a bit of a mix up in the calendar department over there, because I believe as of September, they thought we were no longer under contract. So we became will call. So yesterday, promptly at around 8 o'clock in the morning, we ran out of heat at the town highway department. I think this building got critically low by the end of yesterday. Thankfully, through a series of phone calls I had, and then I believe Brittany and some of the girls up here had, we were able to get everything straightened out. They were here, they filled everything up, tested everything, and they should be back on automatic for all the town buildings that experience or use LP. And that's all I got. Don't have any questions? I'll go sit down.
Other than on behalf of at least my side of Yankee Lake, after one of those last snowstorms, we had an awful lot of debris come down on the roads and shoulders and everything else. And by the time everything got cleared up, I saw that the highway department was out there picking up all the branches and twigs and cleared the roads and made big difference. And I want to say thank you.
Well, you're welcome. That's the name of the game. So
Yeah.
we appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Tom, I got one more question.
Yeah.
The last time you talked about the 2 trucks that were in the process of being ready.
Yeah.
What's the status there?
Okay, so the Western Star should be here within the next couple of weeks. They're actually just waiting on the front plow. And then the International is still scheduled to be ready like Q1 of next year, which was kind of always the plan.
Okay.
There's a third truck that top kick from Rob Green's that should be here imminently as well. That was in the paint booth there. That's the Chevy 6500. And then we're all caught up, and then it's time to schedule more trucks to buy. So, but doing it that way is a lot easier than trying to, piecemeal things back together or suddenly have to purchase them. So, and I do want to thank you guys for putting money into that reserve fund, because that's only going to better that department's ability to get and maintain a fleet. So thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, supervisor's report. I only have a couple of things. We're having a tree lighting on Thursday. Everybody come down, see Santa Claus, have some hot chocolate. We'll be at the park at 6 o'clock. Like I said, Santa will be there and we'll have a good time. We'll have a barn fire. Well, not a real big barn fire. It's like contained in a barrel to try and keep people warm. And also the burn ban is off as of November 30th. So, still don't go crazy, but you got snow on the ground now, so it's a little bit better. Not everybody in the town has snow. I don't at my house. So, still be careful. Things are still very dry.
Want a fire? Come on up to top of the mountain.
Yeah.
No.
Burn it. I know I'm missing something else, but so that's really all I have. We haven't set any dates yet, but we are still working on the short-term rental stuff. So, we'll keep you abreast of how that's going. So with the holiday in there and, there was an illness through the building department. So, things kind of got slowed down a little bit, but we're still working on it and still send your letters via email. So we got a couple more this past week. I got 2 more tonight before the meeting. So just keep sending it. We're sending it out to the whole town council and the building department. So Other than that, I really don't have anything else. Oh yeah, New York class. We're finishing the year out. As of right now, we have 382,000. With 1 month to go, we should be close to like 395. Most of the year we were over 5, but right now it's down to 4.5. So we're still earning pretty good money on it. So hopefully it'll stay going next year too. So we'll see how the government goes. So, but all right. Yeah, that's it. So we're gonna start with the next one. Abstract 2024 abstract number 25 for $122,725.79. Everybody get a chance to look over it.
Yep. Motion to approve the abstract number 25.
Motion by John Roofer. Second by Tyler. All in favor? Okay, the financial reports. Now there's 2 of them. So the one from 11/19 and then one from tonight, 12/3. So we'll do the 11/19 first. Can I get approval for that one?
Motion.
Motion by Gary,
Second.
second by Matt. All in favor?
Aye.
Next is the December 3rd expenditures and for the financial reports. Motion by Tyler,
Second.
second by Gary. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Next, approval of minutes from 11/19/24.
Motion to approve the minutes from 11/19/24.
Motion by John Roofer,
Second.
second by Matt. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, off to the resolutions. Approve budget modifications.
Motion.
Motion by Peter,
Second.
second by Matt. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, approve opening of Town Park Capital Reserve Fund at Jeff Bank with $100,000 to come from the general account.
Motion.
Motion by Gary,
Second.
second by Matt. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now too, is that how that?
Yeah, we'll switch them over to New York class, yeah. The Ann's gotta set that all up, but because it's coming out of, we already have that money in New York class, so she has to take it out. Yeah. Right. But it'll be in its own reserve in New York class. Approval of the Town Park Repair Reserve Fund at Jeff Bank with $50,000 to come from the general account.
Motion.
Motion by Peter,
Second.
second by John Roofer. All in favor? Approve opening of Town Hall Capital Reserve Fund at Jeff Bank with $100,000 to come from the general account.
Motion.
Motion by Matt,
Second.
second by Gary. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approve opening of Town Hall Repair Reserve Fund at Jeff Bank with $50,000 to come from the general account. I get a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Peter,
Second.
second by John Roofer. All in favor?
Aye.
And then the last one, approve transfer of 500,000 from the general account to the Highway Vehicle Equipment Capital Reserve Fund.
Motion to approve $500,000 for the Highway Vehicle and Equipment Capital Reserve Fund.
All right, motion by John Roofer, second by Tyler. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Next to committee reports. Anybody got any committee reports?
Town clerk, I got.
Okay.
Mike, can I use some of that $100,000 capital reserve to fix the
The tree. It's the Grinch tree. It's tilted.
it's dangerous?
Yeah.
All right, I got the town clerk's report for, it says here October and November. Is that correct?
Mhm.
It's all stats. You ready? I'll go through them. 50 handicap parking permits and renewals. 3 marriage licenses in 2 months, Karen. 3 marriage licenses. 1-day marriage officiant licenses, 0. 31 dog licenses and renewals. 35 terror certificates that's for the spay and neuter program. You did 96 notarizations, or they did, and 32 certified copies for vital records submitted. Respectfully submitted, Karen L. Barclay, Town of Mamakating Clerk.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Karen. I didn't get anything from the meek. Matt, did you? No. Anybody else have any reports?
I got something from Vicky, Mike. So
Okay.
for November, she had 7 loose dogs. 3 of them were redeemed and 2 of them are at a shelter, and she said they don't know what's going on with them right now. The rest are returned to their owners. And then as far as the shelter, I did get in contact with John Fuller, who's like an architect and engineer who will move for this. He's gonna give me a call tomorrow when he's in the office, so I can get a little better idea on numbers and design and all that stuff.
Okay.
We'll go from there.
All right. Thanks, Tyler. Yeah, we really don't have any other reports. Anybody else have any committees?
Tyler, any idea how long the dogs have been in the shelter? Ones that they don't know?
She didn't say honestly.
But is it the 2 dogs? I think 2 dogs, she says, been in there 7 days.
I mean,
So,
that's usually what they hold them.
yeah.
Tell
Okay. So New York State's changed all that recently. So they're not allowed to,
Euthanize.
no, they're not allowing, Governor Hochul's not letting them do puppy mills anymore to sell. So the whole system's being upside down and, changing a lot. So, actually me and Vicky have a meeting with the county and all their, some of their legislators and stuff like that to go over all that stuff for the dogs and to see what happens with a lot of them, because now they're all scrambling because they were taking all the puppies and getting them adopted, but now they can't. So we'll see what kind of changes they're going to make. Vicky is very busy in the town of Mamakating. Compared to the other towns around us, she does a lot of dogs. So, anything else? Any board meetings?
Oh, I have that too, Mike. I'm actually going to cancel my, it's actually tomorrow night, the ward meeting for Ward 6. I have something going on, so I can't make it. Not that many people ever attend those, so it doesn't really matter. Yes, it is gonna be canceled. And I'll remember to text Brittany or email Brittany tomorrow morning, just so she can put it on the website.
Okay. All right. Any announcements? We have any announcements? I do have one. Actually, I was gonna go ahead. I'll let Verdana do the announcement.
It's an actual thank you to everybody through the town and the village who helped me put together the tree. Mike, he brought it up and he put it up for me. It's decorated. And I was a little shocked that in 37 years that they've been doing this is the first time we were ever invited. So I feel that was from my networking. So they are acknowledging us and it says nice and big. We got the biggest tree up there and it says Mamakating, the mother of Sullivan County. So we should all be proud of that. Please go up and see it on December the 7th.
Just let them know where it is, Verdana.
Museum up in Hurleyville. It's a Sullivan County Historical Society. And they have them all in the auditorium. They were just starting to set them up. And the one next to us is only this big. So we overstretched and they set up to 6 foot or 5. And they were all coming down to see our homemade, handmade ornaments that were being put on the tree, that were all donated from different organizations, Bloomingburg Restoration Church, the library. I don't want to name everybody because I'm afraid I will leave somebody out. There were that many people who volunteered to help put it up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Verdana. You did a great job putting it up or getting it decorated tonight. And if anybody's never been to Hurleyville to check out the museum, actually today was the first time I've ever been through it. Me and Seamus got a tour of the whole thing. It's pretty interesting, all the stuff that's happened in Sullivan County in all the years. They have a lot of things up there. It's not huge, but it's, good walk through. And like I said, this weekend on the 7th, go up and check out all the trees. Thanks, Fernando. All right, next is any public comment, three minutes each individual, 10-minute max or 30-minute max on any new business. Go ahead, Lori.
I just want to clarify the point that Tyler asked about. This is money in all of these resolutions that's currently in class, but it's going to stay in class, just different.
Yeah.
Okay.
The general account, our general account's in New York class now.
Okay.
And Ann takes it as she needs it.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna put it back in.
Okay. And Matt didn't have anything to say, so I quickly checked my email and jumped into this. We have our artisan fair at Meek on 12/14. So this is the third time we've done it. We have local artisans come in, sell jewelry and things of that sort. And then wreath making, $40 a person on December 7th. They have 2 sessions, one from 10 to 12 and one from 2 to 4.
Thanks, Lori. And everybody, that's also on our website, all that stuff. I know, actually, I think Matt read that last month, all those things too, so. But, anybody else have anything? Andrew, I know you're back today, so if you want to come on up. Yep.
What are you doing this evening?
Good. Thanks.
Yeah, so what did we determine is the best? If it's private, if it's way out the way, things are in order, what do you determine?
Well, we talked to the building inspector, found out some of the stuff and that's going on. One of the things are you still need to clean up the violations that were part of when you purchase it, because you bought it in tax sale and it had violations on it already.
Sure.
So that's, in my opinion, I'm not speaking for the whole board because they all can have their opinion too. But my opinion would be clean up all the violations that you had when you bought it, because you're not going to get a building inspection or a building permit before that.
Correct.
And then, like I said, even now that you don't have a building permit, the trailer is also in violation. So if you remove that and get everything cleared up and then get the building permit, then come back and see us about putting it back during construction. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
absolutely. So when you say things that, since I got it off there, the 2 structures that were on the demolition permit are completely gone. So those, the only thing that is there is brush.
Right.
The burn ban is up, is it?
Yes. So on Saturday, last Saturday.
Right.
So
So
you get all that
so
taken
is
care of.
that me when you say what's left?
Yeah, whatever other violations you have. There was a couple.
Which one?
Did anybody bring that sheet with them? No.
I didn't print it out.
No, those are that would be the only other I could.
The camper, the trailer, and then the unfinished. The unfinished demolition.
That's because of brush being there, a pile of brush. So the demolition is done. I
Right.
wanted to close out. I was late to the permit, pardon me. The time had prolonged, right? The machine came in though, we got it taken care of.
Yeah, we seen the pile. We have the picture of the pile.
So you're done with the demolition. And
The
it's all cleaned
demolition's
up. You
done.
have brush on the property.
Just brush.
So then the building inspector should come up and give you a final inspection and give you I don't know if it's a cert.
Clear violation, I assume, right?
C, right?
Right.
Something like that.
But the brush has to be
You
gone.
completed this and that'll close out that permit.
That would be awesome. And pardon me for having the camper on site, but the promise is that it's going to be used to build. I'm in correspondence with an engineer, literally, and he's coming out any minute now to do the perk test, do the right test
Yeah.
on the land to see what we're gonna do. So, I mean, it's going to be useful. I would just ask if we can grace that, but other than that, we're moving forward, so.
Right. And like I said, once you get the brush pile taken care of and cleaned up, then call Mary back and have her come out and give you the final on your demolition. But technically the camper is still in violation. So my opinion would be to get rid of it for a little while, then get everything going with your engineer. And then once you get a building permit, because she's not going to give you a building permit with the camper on there. So, bring it back after you get the building permit and, we'll let you use it then during building. Right?
Should we have the?
I got,
Yeah, there's a proper order
yeah.
we have to follow.
In order, yeah,
You have to get those violations cleared.
yeah.
And that includes the trailer.
So that's why I asked, like, when he says the one violation wasn't processed, because of what? Because the other structures are gone, according to the demolition permit, right? The two structures, there was a cabin, dilapidated cabin, and then a pre-existing structure. Those are both gone. Now it's just brush that's left in a ditch, so it's actually contained, right? We just have to burn it, right? If we have that, we can do that.
There was some debris underneath some of the brush, some cardboard and other things. Was that?
No,
was that-
the cardboard and debris have been taken out of the brush, yeah, but she notified me and that was fine by me, yeah.
Question for you. Where exactly do you live?
Exactly. Yeah, so if you go up Wurtsboro Hills, I believe it's the second hill there. It's up on Ivy Road North and it's,
But you live on Poplar.
well, I would like to live on that land, but it's not something that is possible according to the order of,
But currently you live on Poplar.
yeah.
Okay, so my question is, I mean, the trailer is there, which is a violation, but you're 1,000 feet away from where you want to put this trailer, and the idea of the trailer is to make it more convenient for you to have a place to go to the bathroom and use there, but your house is only 1,000 feet away. And
Well,
so, I mean, it's,
can't say it's my permanent housing though. This is where the land I want to live on, right? It's,
well, where you want to live, but you're
well, it
currently.
is what I own. It's my own land.
No, I understand that. The problem is that the board has stuck our neck out before, and could possibly set a bad precedent.
But I know what you're saying is like, right, that's bad president.
So the idea is that for a hardship, I think we've allowed it in the past for a true hardship. Somebody lived
Right,
down in the city or whatever, and when they came up here, they had absolutely no place
right.
to go to the bathroom, to do anything when they were working on it. Whereas you're really right around the corner.
I'm not the only person that I'm seeking to have refuge and shelter for, so it is a sort of hardship. I just didn't want to get into that. I didn't want to deliberate like the fact that I am helping people live and it is a hardship situation where we would ask to be graced with a place that we can at least have temporary shelter on the land, not to be exploiting it and run them up, to be actually planned to build and live safely with our rights to the land. That's all.
Yeah, but we don't let anybody live in a camper on vacant land in the town whatsoever. I mean, it's in our zoning. So it's not like a hardship. We just had this in Phillipsport where the lady bring in a double wide trailer, and we told her she had to remove it within days, because she didn't know, and she ended up selling everything. But it's we have to kind of keep our laws the way they are, and we've done a lot of work to try and get these laws done. And like I said, when you get a building permit and you need to use that camper here or there, it's a different story. But we can't let you live in it on vacant land.
That's fair. Would I have to then, in order to get the permit cleared, right? Because the brush is the only thing that's left. Again, the two other structures that were on the
They're
permit
gone.
are gone.
Right.
And those were written. The rest is just brush, a big pile. That's gonna get taken care of probably ASAP, immediately, like when I plan to, as long as it's okay. I want to notify everybody, so if you get a call.
Yeah, like I said, yeah. I mean, that's up to the fire company. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
so, but like I said, to still get a permit for a building after you deal with your engineer, that trailer's got to be
In
gone.
order to get the building permit, won't I have to close this? And like you mentioned, will I be able to get the permit closed despite the pile being there? Or will that, or you?
No, you got to clear the
Burn it
pile.
and then call.
Let me
Okay.
clear a couple things up.
Yeah,
First,
please.
this is just a pile of brush, and there's no building debris whatsoever in this pile. So I don't know if it's against our town zoning, but I don't see why you can't have a pile of brush on the property.
No, it has,
It's cleaned up.
it was part of like clearing the whole lot.
True.
Oh, it was part of clearing the lot.
They want it vacant, they want it cleared, everything. too.
Okay, so then you have to get rid of the brush. As soon as the brush is gone, then Mary comes out and gives you a final inspection.
Yeah, right.
That's your certificate of completion, it's called.
See,
That'll close out that demolition permit. Then your only issue is the violations of having the two trailers on the property.
One trailer.
Two, there's a camper and then a trailer, correct?
yeah, the frame.
Right, you can't, we did, in our zoning, you're not allowed to store trailers on your
Right.
property unless there's a house there. And is that a tractor trailer or just like a behind the truck trailer? You know what I mean? Is it a small truck trailer or a big truck trailer?
It's a bigger one if it's gonna be a fifth wheel, yeah.
Yeah, so we have laws for that too, that you're technically only supposed to have one if you're in business, and I don't know the exact zoning for that. But again, you don't have the house on the property yet. You have to get the house first. And I'm the most lenient one out of everyone, saying let stuff stay on your property.
Yeah,
But you don't even have a set of plans to Mary to get a building permit yet. You're saying that the engineer's coming out, and I believe you, but how do I know that's true? Get us a set of plans, show us that you want to have a
Yeah.
building permit, and the only thing holding
That's
up
fair.
is this trailer, and then we can waive the violation. But you don't even have that yet, so how can we say you're ready to build when you're not ready to build?
I mean, fair deal. Word is bond, though. I do that. I'll do that. That's good.
Okay.
That's good enough for me. We can make that agreement. Trust that I'll give you that engineer plans, and that's my intention is to put the building.
Listen, my ultimate goal is for you to have a house here in the
Yeah,
town. of
exactly,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
So whatever I can
Up
do
to
to make
value.
it possible, but you have to
Thank
come with a real set of plans, and Mary has to be ready to stamp them ready, with the exception of this violation.
Okay.
And then I will make a case to the rest of them to say, hey, you deserve this. But right now, you're not ready. So to me, you don't deserve this weight.
Fair enough. He's
Okay.
in the works, and when that gets done, I'll definitely reach back to you, and the burn will be completed. So we'll be on a better note, all right?
Yep.
Sounds great. And when will next meeting be? Pardon me for always.
The 17th.
17th?
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and like I said, work on just moving the trailer for now. Or actually both of them, so.
Yeah, I'll do as best and quick as I can. I have somebody in mind, so I'll reach out. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Anybody else have anything for us? Brittany, do you have anybody online?
I don't.
Okay. We do not have an executive session tonight, so can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second by Tyler, first by John. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Just be careful going outside. I'm gonna see if there's a little salt out here to throw out there, but
It knows that.
I just